Well, howdy everybody, and welcome to the Aggie Soccer Show. I'm David Ellis alongside is Texas A&M head coach G. Guerreri. The Aggies travel to Tallahassee, Florida to take on the Florida State Seminoles, and the Sweet 16 round of the NCAA playoffs came up on the short end of a 2-1 score in double overtime. A heartbreaking loss, G, but you got to be proud of the Aggies.
Well, I'm always proud of our players, but this was a heck of a tough contest. It was a tough matchup for us. So the pride that I've got in them and the effort that they put in, up 1-0 in the second half, and really battled hard. Florida State, got to give them all the credit though to come from behind, to tie it, to send it into overtime, and then to be 2 minutes away from penalty kicks. And knowing our record in penalty kicks is a tough way to go out. But again, nothing but pride for our girls and excitement for what comes down the line. But really, we knew it was going to be a big battle. And I was proud of the way that the players went in the match. You know, the first part of the game started out with a lot of interplay back and forth, good possession by both teams. Kristen Arnold with some big plays. And one of the things with the long throw that Florida State had, Kristen came up big on a lot of aerial battles, and it really kept that out of any real danger. And then a lot of good chances by us set up through possession. Eventually with the breakout by Katie Hamilton to Nora Skelton. Nora Skelton, hits the crossbar, ball comes back out, gathered by Rachel Shipley, who beats one player, and then hits a low liner off the far post and in to give us a 1-0 lead. Was a great boost, and then I think a mark of a real good team from Florida State to be able to come from behind. They get a break on one of our kids goes down. They keep playing. They get a good cross, girl finishes, and then we go into overtime. Then we go into second overtime, and just a great individual effort by one of their players to end the game and end our season. But it was a great season.
Well, the Aggies lose two outstanding players in Sydney Curry and Emily Peterson. But G, you got a host of great players coming back.
Well, those are fantastic seniors, and for both of them, they're fifth-year seniors, and they're both going to graduate this December, and they'll move on into being very successful members of our community. But for the team that's coming back, 10 starters come back, plus we recover Rebecca Herrera, plus we get back 3 players in the middle of midfield with Raven Tatum and with Beth West and with Amber Ganatsik. So I don't know that you can actually say that we have 14 starters returning, but we have a very experienced team coming back, and a team that we think can do a lot of things both in the Big 12 and nationally next year. And we think it's going to be another tough season. I've got a rip-roaring schedule set up for us. We'll open the season against North Carolina, and just every weekend's a big one all the way through. So it's before we look onto that, it's been a great year this year. We really appreciate all the things that you've done with us, and now we become hosts, and we host the College Cup as the icing on the cake, and our contribution, or one of our contributions to women's soccer. And I think it's going to be a great event here in College Station.
Well, that's going to do it for us for this year for the Aggie Soccer Show. I want to say thanks to each one of our viewers for watching the show during the year, as well as listening to the broadcast. We'll see you next year. For head coach G. Guerreri, I'm David Ellis. Thanks for watching the Aggie Soccer Show.